Hello everybody, here I am again. I got a little bit older Sears Kenmore sewing machine. I kind of like this one compared to the last one I did. It's more, I don't think there's really anything that comes to plastic parts other than the knobs on this sewing machine. I had cleaned it out, found gobs of thread wrapped around all kinds, I don't know if you can see that, all kinds of gears and other areas. Lots of dust bunnies. I found some up here. I found some up here. And I found a lot down here. So the majority, what I found was here and here. I'll tell you why this is. And this is because of maybe it's running wrong or it's making too many spaghettis and or whatever, you know, on the bottom you get spaghetti and we don't want spaghetti. But most of the time, when it starts running really sluggish, it means that something's going wrong up here. The person could have made a bobbin, wasn't paying attention to it when she was making it, because sometimes some of these older machines, you can run a bobbin while you're sewing. And sometimes thread will fall down in there, get caught into a gear that's right about in here, and it'll wrap around the band of this, right here, this belt right here. It'll wrap inside there. It'll wrap up in here and back into this direction. So it took me a while to get that out. A lot of times, let me see if I could turn this off for a second so I don't have to blind you. A lot of times, back in here, all these like things, these levers that go up and down real fast, will cause that to get a lot of thread. But most of the thread, instead of being there, was actually caught in this area, which I took care of that too. And let me go put this back so I don't want to get that caught in there itself. Okay. Then the thread I found in this area, which is the bottom fed area. And let me see if I can get this popped up there. Ah, yeah, it popped up. And it was mostly caught, like, not really here as much as it was. Let's pop that back in this area. And don't put these on so tight, because if you do that, it takes me about almost 15-20 minutes to get them unloose. Keep them on the loose side. You don't make it really tight, but make sure it doesn't move. You know, so if it doesn't move, that means it's tight enough. And so we got the bottom fed. All right. Other than that, the sewing machine runs great. I love this silver backup button. That is working great. Look at that. And this is your on button right here. So we're going to go through the whole thing. So now we got the machine back on again. All right. Let's see. Up here is our stitch selector. Okay. This is for your length, and this is S to keep it on straight. So right there, it says straight S right there. And when you want to zigzag or do any of these many stitches, let me get up here and show you all these many little stitches it can do. Okay. Then you need to move this little guy for the width wider. Okay. And this one actually does work. I sat and played with it a little bit, and it works great. And this is your presser foot, you know, you can go up or down. I have it set in the middle. That's because I'm running cotton. If you're going to do denim, you go all the way down. If you're going to do knits or lightweight material, you want to go as far as up you can. So that way you don't, you know, have that foot. You can help guide it and stuff. And then here's your feed dog drop. You can drop it right now. They're up. That's what it stands for. U means up. This way means down, in case you want to do some applique on here. All right. Let's see. Here's your tension. I had to reset that. It actually works great now. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and tie you. Okay, when you thread this, you always want to put your bobbin on this way so the thread's running toward the back. Okay? If it's running this way, it'll hop, and then it causes all kinds of problems. We want to make sure it runs to the back side. And over here, we go through this looper, down to the tension. When you get to the tension, make sure your foot is in the highest position, okay? It releases this area. Right now, it's really tight. See, if I loosen this up, you can see it really loose, see? Makes the thread go inside. When you put the thread inside, you're going to pull up, and you're going to take the other finger and push down here and hold this to make sure you can hook it up and over this little wire, and then it comes down and it hooks into the wire right there, into this little spot here, into this little lever here, down to this little loopy area. I can only put the foot back down so it gets tight again. And then down in this area, and then in your needle. Make sure you don't use Singer needles. Singer needles do not work in Kenmore sewing machines. Universal or a Kenmore sewing machine needle is the best needle for this machine, okay? All right, let's going on and see how it sews. It's so much quieter now since I got rid of all the thread. And wash it back up, forward. Isn't that nice? And you turn it around this way. Now you're going to see a little oil still in it because I put a lot of oil up in there, and it's coming down, so that's the way it works anyway. I got it on base stitch, so that's why it looks like it's kind of gathering. Here, we can change that here in a minute. We'll go over here and get it off of this one. It's base. We'll go down to this one. That gives us the, and when you move any knobs here, make sure the needle's in the highest position. And mine is in the highest position because the little knobby thing here is in the highest position. That's how you know. And then you go ahead and you go on, and this is going to sew a little bit more tighter stitch. It's so quiet. I love it. And a quieter stitch. See, it's not gathering it at all. And it's stitching well. I don't know if you can see it. It's hard to see. White on lavender. I guess I should have used a darker color to make it easier for you guys to see. But you can see it's stitching large stitches and it's stitching smaller stitches. But it's working overall, working really well. I like this machine. I would love to have one of these someday. Maybe if I ever had one once, but I sold it to a good friend of mine. She needed one really bad, and I couldn't help myself. I sold my sewing machine that my dad bought me when I was a little girl. But it's okay. I'll probably get another one someday. Just haven't found one I like yet. But this one comes dang close to it. I hope this customer enjoys her sewing machine. I enjoy it after I get it cleaned up. It's running beautifully. You can look me up on Facebook. I have a page now called Affordable Sewing Machine Care, and I do have a group still, and the group has 3 questions to get in. Got to get to know you a little bit. How do I supposed to know you unless you tell me a little bit about yourself? I am trying to see if I can get 200 followers, if you want to call them that, or subscribers. Like my videos if you think any of them are really cool. I love to talk about sewing machines. I love to help you as best I can. If I can't help you, I'm sorry. I wish I helped you. But it's hard to find manuals out there, and I understand that. And if I run into one, and I'll keep you in the back of my mind, if I run into one that you're looking for, I'll definitely try to download it and get it sent to you, okay? So just be patient with me. You never know what I'm going to run into. And have a blessed day. Guess I'll talk to you later.